Good afternoon, welcome to ABC What Are Your Trading. This is Mike here, and I'm going to show you some trading I'm going to be doing the next few days here. The market has been so ugly, trending, it doesn't matter what you're doing, but what I'm going to show you is how to trade. I'm going to be using a 5-minute chart, I'm going to be using the leveler, I'm going to be using time scanner, and market maker. And what we want to do is we love, for the day like this, because it's not hitting levels, what we want to do, it hit Fibonacci target once, comes back at Fibonacci target second time, but it never broke to the level. I was trying to get to the level today, and it's been totally a very frustrating day of consolidation. So, how to trade this? And it's going to come out right away here. What we do, when this time comes up, we want to follow the sun. So as you can see, 1045 came up and it was reversing, and we were watching the green candles appear. So we have to wait, and we can put our trade just below it to see if it works. And we see the candle rejection, then we can make a few points here. Same with here. We saw the first early rejection at 1425, and we will hit this in 4 minutes. So I'm just saying, just below this candle, if it wants to punch up one more time, that's fine, and I'll put my trade below this candle over and over and over again until it starts breaking, and then we can try to hopefully get a trade, possibly 5 points, depending what the time is. If we see it start punching candle after candle after candle, we hit doji in the first screen, we can close it early. So for example, this trade might not be that many points, but let's say we came up to here, we held it, we saw the next one, we enter this trade from here all the way to doji, $6. It doesn't look like much, but days like this, you can't do anything about it. It's so frustrating. I don't care if I have scalp trader, I don't care if I have, it's just a nightmare. I've never seen it so ugly for so long. I actually can't even recall the last time it was this ugly. So, while that's going away, we'll just hang out and see what happens. So in 2 minutes, this candle is going to activate for the sell side. We'll hit for 225. And once it starts going, hopefully we can get some really good energy coming in, and we'll go from there. I thought it was going to hit 71 personally, or up to this zone here, but if it doesn't, that's fine. But when you start seeing the candles start to follow properly, that's the pressure going down, if that's a good sign. You have some resistance here. Let's see, 64, even to 64, 5 points, we're making money. But it's so frustrating. Unless it does an aggressive sell-off till back to the market open price, will be quite nice as well. So you can get to 64 to 56, 8 points. One area we'll have to watch, of course, when it was vibrating here, this is the market maker line, lower market maker line where it was vibrating. This one just hit the bottom of the range, and just that was it for the day, which was frustrating. Okay, so 425 has activated. We have a green candle with a little bit of compression. I could move it up higher if I want to. We are still above that price point, so I'll just keep it where these 3 wicks are right now. Because I want to see if there's going to be an aggressive buy-off or a sell-off coming out right here. What I would like to see it go above, touch this level, use this as a new entry to go down. Just give it some time. So where that volume point of control for that whole area is volume point of control. There you go. And what we can do, it is below the 70% of that. So what we can do is we can put it right at the edge of value. I still think it would like to touch here. Once it hits here, it's going to do a sell-off from 1425. But just give it some time. Two more minutes. As you can see, how the volume is starting to pile up here. There was a big spike in volume there for a second. So 4,000 contracts, 5,000 contracts, 7,000 sell-off, 4,000 buy-in, 8,000 sell-off. And after the next minute here, when this minute is over, I'm going to move this stop just below this candle, unless she starts crashing here. So we have 7,000 contracts, still trying to push up. That's the area I was wondering if we can get to this level. Because this should be, touch this level if it works. If it gets to this point at, by the time it's done, or to level 1, then you can start retracing. We're still looking for this as a sell. So we've got 8,000 contracts there. High volume. They're buying into the volume. So we want to cash out here. We've got 18 seconds, so this is good. I can now move this up to here -1. Okay, next bar is done. 9,000 contracts were bought into the market. There it goes. It's taken up even higher, which is fine by me. There it goes. So it's going against the trend and see if we can get to this marking here. They're just actually buying up lots of their contracts. These are stocks that are getting knocked out, and that's fine. And what we're doing is we're staying away from that candle for now. And because it really moved aggressively, which is really nice. Now we can go just below this one, -1 tick. So technically we're on the volume point of control. We want to get to 71. Actually, it was just up above. See, half the amount of volume is there. And they're getting ready to drop. I actually have to wait for the candle to close. So we'll put it back down here for now. -1 tick. Wait for the candle to close. We got 3 minutes and 40 seconds. It does an aggressive move because right now we are on the market maker line. This is market maker line. $6,000 contracts. This was 9,000, 5,000, 7,500. Doji was 36, 8,000, 4,000, 8,000. We needed to break that level, and we're going to keep on waiting until it gets to that peak. Area that I'm really interested into, I'm going to put it in here. That's the area of interest. We're really interested. We can get to that one. Oh, see, there it is level 1. So, two minutes left. Move this up. Now we got a good gap there, so I'll just move it up. Low 67, or low was 67, high 69, 2 points. A lot of volume, this beige again, which is fine. There we go, aggressive push up. Let's see if we can get to level 1. And if level 1 starts reacting very aggressively for selling, we will find out right away here. So let's see if this turns into a blue candle. 9,800 contracts. And 10,000 contracts here right away. There we go, 10,000 contracts, 1 minute left. Let's see if we're going to start exhaustion and start turning around. And what we'll do is we'll just put this now, because we know we're below that candle. So it's a good distance here. It's a 3-point spread. And we're going to see if this was the exhaustion. Next 5 minutes could be a little candle and then a drop off. We'll find out right away. Candle's getting yellow, which represents even higher volume. And if it gets to blue, then we know we hit an extreme high volume at 71. Okay, that candle is done. We can keep our price point here. Let's see if it keeps on skyrocketing, because we can put it to the next level here if it keeps on running. That's fine. We'll wait for it to get to that ceiling that it needs to. We'll see if this candle gets to, let's see what's the next level here. So it's going to be target 2 Fibonacci, or that is the line in the sun that I created. And if it keeps on gapping up, we got a good runner to at least level 2. Fibonacci marker 2 or level 2 here. I won't jump into the trade against that time. I'll let it fizzle out because there was 12,000 contracts in that level. And currently what's going to happen here, we're down to 2. So they're just draining out the last one. So it needs to do the sell-off. If it does sell, we can hopefully get a 3 to 5 point spread. We are, the next signal will be at 1530. And that's a buy-in, so we need that pullback. So give it some time, let it exhaust. 4,100 contracts, half the amount of volume versus the 12,000 aggressive buy-in. And basically what it is false and positive stops. There is still quite a bit of buying, which I'm quite surprised. $5,000 contracts, aggressive rudder. And let's see where it wants to go. All day. If it does that, I'll be so upset. Yeah, it wants to go to level 2. But I think level 2 will be for this time period right here. $8,000 contracts, big move there from 12,000. More aggressive buying. We've got 2 minutes left on this candle. Okay, olive color. So we've got 12, 10. Okay. So now that candle's quite a bit higher. We'll just drop it down on this one tick until we find what's happening. We'll stay away from it. That's a 5 point spread there. Big spread. So it moved 5, 10 points within the next few minutes here. See if we can get to target number 2 before the reversal. This time looks like it is failing, but we will find out. The majority of the times have been working. This one has been, that one's worked, that one's worked, that one's worked, that one's worked. So it's, of course, the one I show on a video possibly could be the first fail. There's a kind of a fail holding. 3 o'clock. Okay. Let's see where it's going. That's your big gap. $3,600. Okay, so we had more volume on the second one than the first candle. So we had 30,000 contracts on 2 there. And let's see, okay, we have 1,000 contracts just holding. So we will see. If this was our peak for a pull down, for 76, and we might have to stop at 71 because there is a high volume high volume zone around 70, 71. We will find out here. Oh, still aggressive. Aggressive buy. Amazing. Wow. The whole day. 54. Just okay. Three more minutes left. $6,000 contracts. Volume just starting to increase. At 8,000 contracts, 12, 14, we have 2 minutes left, 9,000, 10, 11, yeah, she's a runner. So frustrating that my time signal failed on that move, but that's fine. So what we'll do is now we can move this to the bottom of this candle, and we'll wait for the pullback. The pullback will come with this explosion here. And it's going to hit level 2 right away. And level 2 is, let me see here, very close to the volume point that I'm looking for. Actually, it's going to go to level 3 in case we know. Okay, we're start to see some sign of weakness. Not enough weakness yet. We'll still push. Okay, it's getting there though. Okay, blue. Okay, so what this blue candle represents is we are getting into extreme volume. So we're already at 18,000, 19, 20,000 contracts. Okay, so when we see this bar, this is a good possibility that we're getting to the top for a reversal. We still can break through. If you look at these, see here's probably we'll go F6 to the bottom of, well, there's the volume, but let's go to there to see if it gets the level 2 target, or if not, after that major spike, we can take so we have 20,000 contracts, 14,000 contracts, 12. So 12 plus, wow, that's a lot. Okay, that one's done. Now we'll see what this next candle, if it's just a little bit of a pullback or continuation. So we had a total on that one was 20,000 contracts to buy in. A lot of the stocks probably got bought out. Already at 2,000 contracts, just holding. About 15 minutes. We hit fib target 2. We got from 245 to 530. So now this is, if this works well, this will be our sell off here. $2,600 contracts. We've got 3 minutes to go. It's going to push again. $5,000 contracts stalling out. We have 2 minutes and 38 seconds before we can jump into the next one. Here's your volume here, so we can actually technically hopefully get back to this level where we are, or way down here. $64 is down there. Okay. 64 or 70. A minute and a half. 8,000 contracts. Already increasing to 9,000. That seconds before the scanner closes. That's low on that. The low is 77, 75, so we'll put this, it is at 78 right now. 0.77. Okay, now we're in the trade. What we're going to hopefully do is, now she's starting to do a pullback. Hopefully we can run this down. Now let's see where the volume point of control is on this one. Control 3. Hopefully we're on the right side of the trade. So all the volume is still down there. Control 3 again. What we're going to do is we're going to see where the volume is currently there. So that's the peak of the volume. And between here to here, still that's where all the volume is. Okay, so let's remove all drawing objects here. And what we'll do, let's see, from this panel to here. Okay, so we know that's where the resistance line is. We can get down to 77, 73, maybe 72. We'll let it pull down for 4 or 5 points. 74, 70 possibility. 70 for sure is a place of a really, really good target to get in here. So we'll let it fade its way down, and we'll see what the panel reaction is. We have 10,000 contracts. We have 3,000 selling off. There won't be any more buyers right now because they bought all this. So they're going to pull this all the way down, maybe to 70. And then our next trade opportunity technically would be at, let me see here, right here, 15. So we'll let them do some vibration here. If we can get to the 73 zone, it'll be great. The 70 zone, okay. Now let's take a look as well, just before the kickoff point. Let's see what a Fibonacci retracement says. Let's say from this time period to peak up here. See, we have a target of 71. Okay, how much volume did we have to sell? 9,000 contracts sold off, 10,000 contracts sold off. I'd like to get to 71, so I'm going to put an MIT target here. We're at the value area, so it might bounce up. But I think it still wants to push for a while here. We've got some nice and aggressive selling going on. From 66 to 80, so that's quite a big move there. So how much contrast reversal? 2,600 for a buyback, 9,700. Three minutes left on okay, here's our second attempt here to push down, and hopefully we can get to our 7150, to our target. Just get out of the edge of value. She should push down. It's only $100 on one contract, but I want to show you. Keep on going. See, the nice thing we have is we have a volume point control up here. So we still have some time for it to get to our target of 37.50. Because we have time at, let me see here, because the 1530 signals here, and this is the natural Fibonacci retracement. And so if we can get to that 70 level, would be awesome. Let them play their game for buying and selling. Let me see, we sold to 9,000, buyback at 10. Oh, well, we sold, I was actually quite impressed. Those are the stocks that are being closed out, and they're going to push it down one more time. Got 40 seconds left. Now hopefully we get one more aggressive sell here. So we got that 1530 signal coming up, so we need to let it push its way down here. We'll see what the reaction is at this level. If it doesn't break this, we'll close this. Please, more aggressive selling. Four minutes left for this candle. Come on, push it down. We will. We're going to push it down. We're going to knock those contracts out one more time. Place it under contracts, about 11,000 volume. 27 there, 9,000 sell. We're at 28. Give me 600 contracts. 2 minutes to go. I'd like to see it last minute. When it gets to the last minute, I'd like to see an aggressive punch down for this target. Because I think we're only 8 ticks. Let me see how many ticks we have. 10 ticks, 2.5 points. So I'm trying to hopefully get maybe a 5-pointer here. See what happens when this candle finishes if we can break this. Almost at that 50% zone. $5,000 contracts, 11,000 buy and 5,000 sell off. Should be able to get how many more cycles left? We've got 50 seconds for the next punch. Let's see if it does the aggressive punch at the time this time is up. Thirty seconds. See, we're at, let's come on, push it. We got 15 seconds. Time is 1 o'clock. Should be able to get an aggressive move. Okay, end of the minutes here. Let's see if it pushes down. Here's our punch. That's to break this. There's our $200. $237. My closest thing. Good enough. Son of a gun. I'll let it go back. So, what I want to show you is we're going to be using, probably next week when I go live, is this market here. Doesn't matter. I've been sitting all day, and this is just not fun. You sit there, you get whipped out, you make a few bucks, you lose a few bucks. So, and I know the times are working. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at this time. When the reversal time, we can probably take this run. Right now, this time failed, which I don't like, but it is what it is. It went up against us. We waited for the peak, and we took our drawdown. 1530 still continued to go up. We'll probably hit that time, but we want to make a few points with our chart today. Other than that, this is my signing off. Just make sure you